Alright guys, welcome back to another video in the product research course, going over all the information related to product research. Now continuing on the topic of actually how to use these tools, we've gone over the web app, we've gone over product research using, well, we haven't gone over product research, we've gone over how to use the Chrome extension, Juggle Scout Chrome extension. We've gone over the fundamentals, so how do you actually do what these tools are doing manually so that you understand what's going on in the background. I think subconsciously that's very important. Now let's go over how to interpret what helium-10 graphs are actually showing you. Okay, so if we were to use our example that we've been using for the entire beginning of this course, shower foot scrubber, we could actually come down here. Now, if you did what I said and you installed this software, you'll have this. And this is showing us the last 30 days. We're going to click on all time. And this is actually going to allow us to see how long this seller has been selling for. In this case, they've actually been selling since March of 2017. You go all the way to the left. Wherever the graph starts is where they started selling. How do you interpret this? What does this graph mean? Let me explain to you. This graph, the lower it is to the bottom, so we can see this pink line, that's what I'm referring to. That is referring to sales rank. So going back to fundamentals, now you guys know what sales rank is. So you guys actually know that a lower sales rank in a specific category means more sales. That's why I did the fundamentals first. Now you actually know what sales rank means. The lower it is, the closer to 1, the more sales that seller is getting in correlation to whatever category that it's in. So, would we rather have a high sales rank? Would we rather have a sales rank of 100,000? Or would we rather have a sales rank of 1,000? Well, we'd rather have a sales rank of 1,000 because that means we're getting more sales. It means that our product is ranking higher in that category. So, I already drank this. In between lessons, I just got more water. I must have been really thirsty. I've been talking for a while. Probably going to give this a break. You might see me in a new outfit after this lesson because I've been talking for a couple hours. Hurts, man. Sales rank, you want it to be lower, okay? So, how do we even interpret this? This one's very easy. Just means the whole entire time they've been selling, they've been doing great because they have these small fluctuations down here and it's bouncing, right? If you just look at that sales rank number, it's bouncing all over the place. But consistently, it's very, very low. It's always under, 10,000. They have a very, there's 15,000 up there. There's 15,000 there. For the most part, they're spending pretty much all of their time under 10,000. Especially, this entire year they have been. That's January, they bumped up. There's their 10, 12. And they were trending downward. So the lower this is, the better. What would we not want to see? Now, what we saw in Google Trends, we'll actually be able to see in someone's sales history. So let me show you that. So if we did the Santa hat example, and then let me look for someone who has a ton of reviews. That generally means that they've been around for a really long time. So for instance, this one right here has 287 reviews. If we scroll down, helium-10 will pop up. We do all time. Yeah, so check this out. This is funny. So remember we said that higher is bad, lower is better. So from January all the way until, that's October. January to October, they had 1, 2, 3. We could almost count how many sales they had from January to October. Okay, that's how bad their sales were. It's so high up. This sales rank of 600,000, 700,000, 720,000. That shows how seasonal this product is. Now, they've been selling since 2016. So a very long seller. They've always been selling this product. This shows how important it is. The reason you're taking this course is to learn this. To pick a product based on the correct criteria. Because if you sold this, I think you should be able to piece 2 and 2 together, but you're not going to get sales except for the month of November and December, ramping up to Christmas. So look at this drop though. In October to December, right before the Christmas, it kind of dies off because people probably already have theirs. So for this month and a half, the sales rank went from 700,000 to 721. It went down to 320 at one point. So look at this. Now it ends and we go all the way back up. So now you're kind of learning how to interpret this. Now it's not going quite as high now because there's a lot more shoppers now than there was in 2017. That's why it's probably, we see these like, they're like steps, like this one's higher than this one, which is higher than this one. But it's still seasonal. So if we were just to go 1 year, we'd actually see it was selling really good last December. And all the way up through here, we have sales ranks as high as 130,000. They're not making a lot of sales. This is going to, we're in almost September now. In October, we'll expect to see something like this. It'll start trending down. November and December will be really, really good. They'll probably have their best year this year. They hit 190 sales rank last year. It's really good. That means they're making tons and tons, probably thousands of sales. What category is this? You guys would know how to determine this, right? Clothing, shoes, and jewelry. Yeah, so 100 sales rank in clothing is extremely good. So that's how you interpret this. Now let's talk about the blue line. The blue line is their price history. Not super important. It does show you what you can expect with your product. They've always been around $10. They were at $10.99 for a very long time. I'm guessing they're putting their price a little lower going into September to try and rack up some momentum for Q4 and this Christmas and that whole holiday season. That's probably what they're doing with their price right now. Again, this doesn't mean nearly as much as the sales rank. You learn a lot more from the sales rank than you will from the price. But if you're going into a market, you can look at these graphs, see what most people are pricing at throughout the year, and figure out where you could probably price your product. So that's how you interpret this graph. Feel free to mess around. It comes with some other things like inventory levels. You could look at different time periods. So in the last 7 days, every dip downward in sales rank means they actually made a sale. Not exactly. Don't quote me on that. If it's going down, that means they're making more sales than they have been. So that's how you interpret the Helium 10 graphs. I continuously look at these, and you'll actually pick up more about this tool as we go on through this course. I'll just drop little hints of knowledge throughout. But that's what I'm doing when I'm looking at this tool, is trying to figure out, is it seasonal? When are they making the most sales? How long have they been selling? So we could actually find a really new seller, and maybe they've only been selling for 30 days, and they're doing 10K a month already. That's a good sign that might be a good market to be into or get into, especially if we can innovate that product and capitalize even more sales. So that's how to use Helium 10 to look at sales rank history, price history. Other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next lesson. Might do one more if I could get another drink and hydrate a little bit. Probably stop talking. Maybe I'll do one more. Other than that, you might see me in a different outfit. I'll be filming this over the course of a couple days. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson.